Hello, and thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. I'm going to be doing the Capricorn energy reading. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not, especially since this is a general reading. All right, so we have got some cards that want to come out here. So we have the 10 of Cups that wants to come out, so that's obviously exciting. We have the Empress, and we have the 6 of Swords. All right. And the way the 6 of Swords is going, it feels like it's going right towards the Empress and the 10 of Cups. So the 6 of Swords can represent feeling calmer about your thoughts, feeling calmer about how you're feeling. It's about calming yourself down. It's about that inner knowing and finding this peacefulness within yourself. I feel like you kind of have some, like there's right here, there's the waves right here, and then there's all of this calm water that's on this side, and it's like you are working towards that, and I feel like it's working towards feeling calmer and knowing within yourself that everything is going to be okay. And having that personal growth, definitely with the Empress, that represents abundance. It can represent birth. It can represent marriage. It could represent new beginnings. It can represent, fertility. It could be fertility with an idea that you have, that you're like, you're feeling like when you're in a calmer place, you're able to come up with solutions, and you're able to come up with ideas that are creative, or solutions to problems, or you're able to think clearer when you're in a calmer place, when you're feeling like, okay, when you're stressed, when you're having anxiety, like when you're in the energy of all of these waves and all of this chaos, it's like a fight or flight survival type of situation where you're like, okay, let me do this, and let me try that, and let me do this, and you're all over the place, and you're feeling like, I don't know, I keep trying all these different things and nothing seems to be working. But I feel like you're kind of working towards this calmer place within yourself, and you're like, you know what, I almost feel like you learn, with the Empress being next to it, I feel like you're learning that when you approach situations with a calmer frame of mind, that you're able to get better results, that you're able to get the results that you're looking for, that you're able to have the results that you feel bring you this happiness within your side. Sometimes it's like we just have to realize, how do we handle problems within ourselves? Do we approach things from a chaotic point of view, or do we approach things from a calmer? Sometimes we have to take a step back, and we just have to calm ourselves down. So I'm kind of feeling like that's what the cards are saying, is to approach a situation and learning within yourself that when you approach and you attempt things from a calmer point of view, that your results are bigger and better. Again, with the 7 of Pentacles, I feel like it's kind of, again, taking a step back, thinking things through. So I feel like this is your big message here, is to kind of take that step back and approach things from a calmer point of view, organize your thoughts, calming yourself down, feeling that you're more grounded, especially with the Pentacles being there. It's like feeling calmer, feeling more grounded. And then we have the Lovers. So I feel like it's like, get ready for the things that want to come in for you, especially with this Empress, and also with this 10 of Cups. So let's grab another one. We have the Death card. Okay, so it's a lot of major cards here. You have the Empress, you have the Lovers, and you have the Death card. So those came out. And then just by looking at the table, so these are above that. So that's how it's sitting on the table, with the Empress, and then the Lovers below, and then the 10 of Cups, and then the Death card below. So I feel that when I saw that the Empress was above the Lovers, I feel like it's a relationship that you may be working on, that you're trying to find that calm place within. I feel like you might be irritated with someone. This could be a friend, a family member, a partner. This also could be a relationship that you have with work, because we have the 7 of Pentacles that came out. And I feel like it's following this calmness that you're approaching. There may be something that has happened or has come up, or you're feeling a certain way with this partnership. And I feel that you're not, like, you need to approach it from a calmer state of mind. You need to approach this situation. Maybe it's a conversation that you need to have with someone. Maybe it's an ending to a relationship. Maybe it's a relationship that you're ready to end this relationship, whatever that may be. It could be with work, friends, family members, partnerships, whatever resonates with you. Again, this is a general reading, so take what works for you. It also could just be something that you used to love doing a lot, that you really liked a lot. You like doing it a lot, or maybe it's a place where you like living. And it's like, you know what, I don't feel the same way about it. And I feel like maybe you were trying to force it. Like you were trying to force your feelings on it. And I feel like it was like you were pushing up against it. And it was creating more chaos. And you're like, no, I do still like this. Or I do, like you were trying to force a relationship or a situation that maybe you had a lot of love for, but that maybe you're feeling different. Like you're growing and you're changing and you're evolving, especially with that Empress there. And it's like, you're not feeling the same way about it, and that's okay. It's like, accept your feelings about something. Definitely with this 10 of Cups. Don't deny yourself, because we have the 10 of Cups and then we have the Death card. Sometimes things that we really loved, or we really, we felt really positive about something at some point, that we learn and we grow and we evolve and we change and we move on from it. And that's okay. That's okay. It's the process of life. It's the process of evolving and changing, especially with this Empress right here. That don't feel like you have to stay stuck in a situation because you feel like this is what you're supposed to do. Because it's not bringing happiness in your life. It's not bringing this fulfillment and this joy. Like, you're stopping yourself from finding the next thing, maybe the next relationship, the next home, the next job, the next friendship. You're stopping yourself from finding that when you're keeping yourself stuck in a situation that you are not happy with. And that's what you have to realize, is that sometimes things come to an end and we don't want them to come to an end. Just like when I had to sell my horse. I had to sell my horse and it came to an end, and I hung on for as long as I could hang on, and I did it for as long as I could, and I just couldn't do it anymore. And yes, I can still go see him, and like, he's in the same place, so nothing's changed for him. He's with his pasture mates, and everything's the same for him. But for me, it's different. It's a different feeling, and that's okay. That came to an end, and I got to the point where this is what needed to happen. And yes, it was tough in the beginning, but I definitely feel like that was the right move for me. As hard as it was, and as much I was denying it, and as much as I was putting it off, I needed this time for myself to regroup within myself and have that time to myself. And sometimes we don't realize that thing that maybe we loved, or that we enjoyed, or that relationship, or whatever that was, that served us for a time, and now that has come to an end, and now it's ready to focus our attention or our time on something else. And I feel like that's what's going on with you. And I feel like with that Empress there, I feel like it's this evolving and changing that you have within yourself. Don't keep yourself stuck in the same situation because you feel like that's what you're supposed to do. Or you feel like other people are telling you, no, like, why would you want to leave that? Or why would you want to do that? You know within yourself what is right for you. You know what it is that you need to do. Because I had been saying for years that I was ready to sell the horse. I was like, for some reason, I just feel like that it's coming to an end, and like it's creating more stress. And you don't want it to get to the point where you start to have resentment towards that thing that you loved, right? Or that relationship, or that person, or whatever this represents for you, that this Lover's card, whatever this represents for you, that you don't want it to come to the point where you start to build up resentment towards that. And then it's like you're ending it on a bad note. And I feel like that's what you also need to be aware of too. Sometimes when we look at things, we're just like, oh, this is what I'm supposed to do. But if we take a step back, right, just like this 7 of Pentacles, and we look and we say, you know what? Is this really bringing me happiness? Is this really bringing me joy? Am I really feeling the same about it? I need to see that, okay, maybe it's time for me to move on. And I don't want to end this on a bad note. And I don't want to prevent myself from finding that next great love, right? Whatever the lovers may represent. And I don't want to stop myself from the transformation that just seems to be moving forward, and I don't want to, you know, fight that and hold myself back. And that's why my favorite card is the Hangman, even though it's not here in the reading, but that's kind of the energy that I'm feeling, is that sometimes we just have to take a step back and look at things from a different perspective and say, is this really working for me? I'm going to grab one more. I love it. That's why, because we have success and victory and rising above the situation and it working out exactly the way that it's supposed to, right? Working out, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're going through exactly what you need to be going through right now. And you're learning all of the lessons that you need to learn right now to bring this calmness within yourself. And you're shedding things, right? With the Death card, you're letting go of things, but then you're also bringing things in. So it's like, get ready for these transformations, get ready for these changes, right? Get ready for these exciting things that want to come in. But it's like there are some things that you need to let go of. And especially with it being the end of the year, I feel like, and we're coming up to the Capricorn birthdays, and Gertrude agrees. Gertrude. I feel like it's time to shed those things that are not working for us, that we don't want to bring into our new birthday year and our new year of 2025. And it's about letting those things go so that we are free, that when we have our birthdays, right, we have our new year, and then we have our new year of 2025, that we've, you know, going into it and we've set ourselves up for success, is what I always say, to have the best opportunities and the best things possible. I also wanted to say, I love it. We have Scarab Beetle Spirit. Magic works for you without a doubt. And I love this. I feel like this reminds me of the Magician card. And magic does work through you. You have all of the magic. You have all of the power. And that's what you have to believe. And you can create whatever you want to create. You choose how you spend your days, how you spend your time, the situations that you bring into your life, the situations that you remove from your life, right? Magic, you create that. And I believe that 1,000%, that magic works through you, and you have to believe that. And when you embrace that, then I feel like you come into a deeper understanding. Is like, yes, I want to create magic. I want to create those opportunities in my life. I want to not stay stuck in a situation that I'm not happy with. And I feel like that goes very well with this Six of Wands cards, where it's like creating that magic within yourself. And this person is on the horse by himself. And I feel like it's not, yes, you can have people around you that support you and that help you, but ultimately it's about you creating that success and that victory. And it's the journey that you're on and believing in yourself. And that's very important. I feel like that's a very important thing for you to remember, and stop always waiting for other people to do this or to that, or to say that it's okay for you to do something. There was a situation that came up yesterday for me, and my immediate thing was, okay, I need to call my sister and I need to ask her what she thinks. And then I sat there for a minute and I said, you know what? I said, you don't need to call your sister. Like, you need to figure this out on yourself. You need to decide what it is that you want to do. What result do you want to have from the situation? And I thought about it. I made my choice. I made my decision. And I was so proud of myself. And then after I was celebrating the choice that I made, then I contacted my sister and I told her. And I was so proud of myself because I was able to make this choice and decision by myself. And, you know, she was so proud of me. I mean, I've been single for like 13 years. So I've, you know, it's not like I don't know how to make decisions by myself. I make decisions, you know, a lot by myself. But it was like, sometimes there are emotional situations that sometimes I get too caught up of. I know what I need to do, but I'm working on my confidence to just make those choices. And I've been doing that a lot lately, definitely with choosing to sell the horse and making choices that I've been making probably in the last 6 months, is that I've really made those choices within myself instead of always looking for, you know, confirmation from someone else or what do you think I should do. It's like empowering myself and creating magic through myself. and saying, okay, this is the result that I want. This is what I want to work towards. You know, sometimes you ask somebody, well, what do you think? But you're waiting for them to say the answer that you already have in your mind. And then the person is sometimes they're like, well, why did you even ask me? Because you already know what you wanted it to be. So cut out that part and just make the choice and the decision for yourself right there, right? Is to cut out that middle part and just do it for yourself and know, okay, yeah, like, and feel that confidence. And so that's something that I'm working on. What I wanted to say earlier is that I will be doing birthday readings for each day for Capricorns, as I've done in the past. In past years, I've done it a few times, and I'm pretty sure I did it last year. So I just wanted to let you know that I will be doing those. And on each day of the birthday, starting on December 22nd, I will have a general reading, and then I will have a birthday reading for that day. So if it's your birthday, you know, check out that day and see what the reading says, and if that resonates for you. All right, let's grab a star dragon. So this one kind of wanted to pop out. So we have bliss, cherishing the day. Cherish each day. Cherish each day. This is something that, excuse me, I always get hiccups during reading. This is something that is very important, is that you cherish each day that you have, and you have that gratitude for each day. It's not saying, well, I'm not going to, like, you know, I have a vacation planned in 2 weeks, and, you know, I'm not going to enjoy the days until I get there. It's going to be stressful, and it's going to be, you know, I have to go to work, and I have all these things I have to do, right? Don't think about that. And don't just say, I can only enjoy the day when I start my vacation. Tell yourself, enjoying each day, making each day positive, making each day a winning day, cherishing each day that you have, because tomorrow isn't guaranteed, right? Tomorrow is not guaranteed. So it's like making the most of each day. And when you're in that frame of mind, then it's just like, okay, well, yeah, I love today, and yeah, I have something great coming up in the future, but you know what? I'm just going to be in the moment now, and I'm just going to cherish each day as it comes. And what can I focus on, and what can I do, and what do I need to release and let go of, and what do I need to focus on, right? What am I going to do that can make this the best day ever and make each day a positive day? And that has been something that has really helped for me, that has really changed my outlook. And yes, I want every day to be rainbows and unicorns, because that works for me. As I've said many times before, we're on our own journey. We have to choose our journey that works best for me. And for me, it's been life-changing, is that each day is rainbows and unicorns for me. No matter, I've had things happen like that were negative or that were stressful, and I was like, you know what, it's all going to work out. This is just a test for me to say, can I keep this positive frame of mind, and can I keep going? Just like yesterday, I had something that happened that definitely would have made me spiral and would have ruined my whole day, and just, you know, it did for a little bit, maybe like 30 minutes, and then I was able to work through it. I forgot it, I let go, and then that was done. I was like, yep, I solved that, done, and I went on with my day, and I had a really nice rest of my day. And it's like I'm choosing to cherish the day. I'm choosing to be in a state of bliss. I'm choosing to focus on all of the positive things that I have going on in my life, and all of the positive things that I want to manifest in my life. I don't want to focus on the negative. I don't want to focus on what I don't have. I'm not in denial. I realize those things, but I don't want to focus on and keep saying, oh, I don't have this, and I don't have that, and I don't, because you're telling the universe, I don't have this, or I don't have that. And that's what it's like. No, be in a frame of mind that says, I do have abundance. I do have, you know, beautiful relationships in my life. And, you know, just focusing, for me, this is what has worked for me. It's literally changed my life. It's made every day so much better. It's made it so much more positive. And it's been a game changer for me. It really has been a game changer for me. And this is something that has worked for me. And I did watch The Secret movie last night. You can watch it for free on YouTube. It does have commercials on it, but you can watch it for free if you want to check that movie out. I'm not sponsored or anything, but it made a lot of sense to me. It made a lot of sense to me, and it's where I am right now in my life, and it's one of the things that I needed to hear, and it made sense. I knew when The Secret came out way back when, and I wasn't ready to hear the message back then. But now I'm ready to hear the message, and now I'm ready to understand what is being said within that. So it's like we all have our time frames where we're ready to hear messages, and sometimes we're ready and sometimes we're not. And that's okay. It's like sometimes those light bulbs go off and they make sense and they help us in our progress. And sometimes we just have to hold back and we have to stay in a frame of mind that we still have to work through, because there's still things that you're having to let go of, and that's okay. We're all working at our own pace, and that's what you have to remember. It's not always looking, oh, well, so-and-so's doing this and so-and-so's doing that, and I'm not where so-and-so is. It doesn't matter. It matters where you are. All right, let's close out with a psychic tarot. We have patience and planning. Perfect. Definitely having patience, not always trying to rush, right? Bliss, cherishing the day, not rushing to try and get to that thing that you have in the future that you're excited about, but enjoying each day and enjoying each moment and planning through and saying, okay, these are the things that I want to focus on. These are all the positive things that I have going on. I've definitely been writing down so many things that I want to manifest and what I want to bring in. And it feels really good. Like my brain just starts to go crazy and my pen is just like writing. And it's so exciting and it feels so good. And that's definitely one of the things that they said in The Secret movie, was to write down those things that you want to bring in and how you want your life to be and what does it look like. And it's so exciting. That's the fun part, right? And then it's believing that, right? It's believing that you are going to have that you already have that you're in that energy, and that you don't have to worry about the how or the when. It's just believing in that and being in that, and that just feels so good. And it's planning. I feel like the planning is the writing down. This is the Seven of Pentacles. So we've had the Seven of Pentacles that have come out twice here. So this is definitely a strong message here. We have it repeating. So we have 2 sevens. So let's see, no. Okay, we have 3 sevens. Okay, because if we have the scarab beetle spirit, we have 52, so 5 plus 2 is 7. So you have 777, okay? So sevens are definitely, it's, you feel lucky. It's about higher learning. It's about like connecting. It's about spirituality. It's about feeling like things are coming in, and definitely it's feeling lucky and saying that I am in that lucky person energy where things just fall in place for me. Things just happen. So one thing that I've been trying with the whole manifesting, and it's a lot of fun, and it worked for me twice yesterday when I went out, is manifesting that front row parking space when you go someplace. So I went yesterday to go get my nails done. And so before I left, I was manifesting just having, like, I saw the parking space. I was just like, okay, I'm going to have a front row parking space, and I'm going to, it's going to be a relaxing ride to go get to the nail salon, and I'm going to have the parking space right up front. So my appointment was like at 4 o'clock. So, that's kind of a busy time of the day. And when I pulled in, sure enough, there was cars all around, but that one spot was empty for me. And I was so excited. And before I had left, I live in an apartment building. So, it's kind of like park wherever you can. So I was kind of in a front row spot, but there's a real front row spot. And so when I left, I was like, okay. It was funny because I had thought about it and I said, I wanted the front row spot. But then I said, okay, I'm manifesting that when I come back, that this same spot where I am will be available. So I was so excited. I went and I got my nails done and I got my front row spot. And then when I was coming back home, the spot that I was in was taken, but that front row spot, This was like about 5:30, so that's when everybody's coming home from work. That front row spot was open just for me, and all of the other spots were like filled, and that one was open for me, and it was like so much fun, and I loved it. I was like, this is amazing. So it's just having fun with those things, and that's what it says in The Secret, is just kind of, manifest those things that you feel. We feel like, I could never manifest, $1 million, right? I could never manifest, $10,000 in my checking account right now. So it's like, okay, it doesn't matter to the universe whether you're asking for $1 million or you're asking for a parking space. Like, it doesn't matter to the universe. It's about what you believe within yourself, and it's the energy and the feelings that you have behind it. So it's like, start with the small things. So they said to start with like a cup of coffee, manifest a cup of coffee or a parking spot. So I like doing the parking spot. So it's so much fun. And it's like, when you're in the frame of mind to explore that and to try it, then that's when it makes sense, and that's when it starts to work for you. So I'll let you know, like, when I manifest the other things that I've been thinking about and that I've been wanting to manifest. So I will let you know those things. But just that was just an example that I had yesterday with the parking spots, and it was so much fun. And I say, give it a try, right? It doesn't hurt to give it a try, right? It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to give it a try, right? And when it starts to work for you, then you're like, yeah, like I can do that. Like, I've done that a few times with the parking spots, and sometimes I'm just like, what? Like, I can't believe that. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. So it's a lot of fun to do that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, especially if you're still hanging in there. I greatly appreciate you. I hope that this has helped you in some way. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I wish you the best on your journey.